Yeah, thank you for the introduction. So I'm Katy, and I'm a Senior Application Specialist at the Graphene Engineering Innovation Centre. I'm going to be talking a little bit about what we do, but I'm mostly going to focus on the capabilities of the printing lab within the Graphene Engineering Innovation Centre. So first of all, I can't keep calling it the Graphene Engineering Innovation Centre. It's too much of a mouthful to keep saying it over and over again, so we refer to ourselves as the Geek. Like I said, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we do as a whole, and then I'm going to focus in on the printing and deposition team, which is the team that I work in. I'll go through some case studies of projects that we've worked on recently, and then I'll tell you how you can work with us if that's of interest to you. So first, I guess I've got to answer the question, what is graphene, for those of you who haven't worked with it before, and anyone that went to the Blackleaf presentation earlier will already have seen a slide very similar to this. So graphene is a single atomic layer of carbon arranged in a hexagonal lattice, and it's the thinnest and strongest man-made material on Earth. So it's around 200 times stronger than steel, but it's 1,000 times thinner than paper, or lighter than paper. It's also extremely flexible and thermally and electrically conductive. Graphene offers a lot of unique properties that can be exploited in numerous applications, and that's where we come in. So the Geek helps companies to turn those unique properties of graphene and other 2D materials into real-world products and processes. And we like to say that we bridge that gap between research and industry. We support companies to design, develop, scale, and de-risk their next innovations using graphene. And since 2018, when we opened, we've delivered over 700 projects to more than 600 companies across the world. And we tend to work in that proof of concept to prototype development range in TRLs 3 to 6. So this flowchart gives you an idea of how projects work within the Geek. So a customer might come to us with a problem, might say, we've heard about graphene, how can it work for us? And we'll work with them collaboratively to design an experiment. Then we'll go into the lab and we'll make a prototype based on that experimental design. And then we'll use our suite of characterization equipment to test that prototype. And either we'll decide we need to do a little bit more work on it, in which case we go around the cycle again, or the product is fine, the customers are happy with it, and then that goes to them to be validated both upstream and downstream. So this is a broad overview of the type of application areas that we work in. So we work on everything from making lighter and stronger construction materials, more efficient water filtration, faster charging batteries. This is the 5 application areas that that the Geek is split into. So these are separate labs. So we've got membranes and coatings, composites, construction, printing and deposition, and energy. And each of these application areas is supported by its own specialist team of researchers. And then to support this, we've also got a large range of measurement and characterization equipment that's available to use by the Geek staff and our partners. So as I said, I'm part of the printing and deposition team. By deposition, what we're really talking about is chemical vapor deposition. That is a presentation all on its own, so I'm just going to be focusing on the printing side today. The printing team has a really talented team of scientists in it. We've got chemists, physicists, material scientists, textile experts, all working together collaboratively on projects. These are some of the printing techniques that we've got access to. So we do flexographic printing, screen printing, gravure, slot die, inkjet, plus some others. And it's worth saying at this point that even though we're called the Graphene Engineering Innovation Centre, we don't just work with graphene. If you've got an ink that has the right properties to go through one of our printers, we'll have a really good go at printing it for you. And if that doesn't quite work, we have really good relationships with a lot of ink suppliers and chemists of our own, so we can help to reformulate those inks for you as well. The most commonly used printer in our lab is the Microtech screen printer, which prints multiple layers with 10 micron automatic alignment accuracy, and it prints onto all sorts of substrates. So we've done plastics, paper, lots of different types of fabrics. We've even printed onto rubber before. And this is ideal for batch production of different device designs, substrates and inks, to help you quickly identify the best combination of those. Just some examples of work we've done on the screen printers, and you can find some of these on our booth as well at TO2. So we've got some graphene ink biosensors where the working counter electrodes are using graphene inks. And in this image, you can see there's an array of them printed onto the same substrate, and each of those devices had a slightly different design.